Welcome to Solve It Like a Marketer and to my playlist, Marketing Terms A to Z. Now, this week's letter is A for Advocacy Marketing. As always, please subscribe, hit that bell to be notified of new episodes every week, and don't go away. Advocacy marketing is a marketing strategy that encourages consumers to generate a buzz around a brand, product, or service. Now, this could be through social media, reviews, word of mouth marketing. So why is advocacy marketing important? Well, your most loyal customers tend to spend more time with you than average customers. So they're well versed in your brand and your products. They believe in your brand. They like you. But why? Well, because hopefully your brand is high quality, it's well priced, and provides great customer service. Yes, all those things really do pay off. These folks are typically called brand advocates. They possess great power, and if cultivated, they can help to generate an even greater following for your brand. So how do you cultivate these advocates? Well, one, provide excellent product or service, as I mentioned. So it seems pretty obvious, but if your product isn't high quality, then people are not going to be shouting from the rooftops. Number two, give them an unforgettable brand experience. So this means that every interaction a customer has with your business contributes to their experience. And this could be in the store, online, by phone, at all touch points needs to be positive. Number three, operate with a customer-first mentality. So some companies think about product first, but in today's day and age, it needs to be customer first. So your customers need to feel that they are being heard. If there's an issue, address it, and always stay true to your word. If you make a promise to them, keep it. Number four, make it easy for customers to become advocates. So some customer advocates are so thrilled by your brand, they actually don't need much coaxing at all. Others need to be encouraged to share their positive experiences. So try and create platforms and places for customers to share. And number five, proactively seek out brand advocates. So always be on the lookout, constantly scanning your social media for positive reviews. Find out who are your brand advocates, and then, reach out to them. You can also send out customer surveys, feedback surveys, gather insights. There are a myriad of ways to find out who is loyal to your brand and who is willing to speak out. All right, so I'm actually a huge advocate of advocacy marketing. And why is that? Well, I think that for smaller type businesses, even medium type businesses, for nonprofits, this is a really great area to delve into, and it's really cost effective. It really just takes people power. Literally. And that begins with human resources, people scanning the social media for positive reviews. Now, on the one hand, sure, you've got the big companies, say like Starbucks, I think had a tweet a coffee campaign. Uber had a refer a friend campaign as well, where it was for drivers and riders. So if riders referred a friend, they got a certain discount. If drivers referred a friend to become a driver for Uber, they got some kind of deal. Okay, fine. The big companies, they have millions of dollars to play with. But for most of us, we are smaller companies or we're nonprofits, always on a tight budget. So advocacy marketing. So what can that look like? One area is to have an ambassador program. I think this is a really phenomenal idea. Again, ambassador programs can work within the nonprofit and for-profit realm. Say if it's nonprofit, you have certain folks, typically volunteers, who really believe in your nonprofit and what it stands for. And they become very well versed in that nonprofit. They can go to lunches and dinners and events and really talk up your nonprofit. Now, of course, the bottom line with nonprofits is a lot of times they exist on A, maybe government funding, but also B, donations. So yes, there is that element to it. Your ambassadors are also trying to gain memberships, gain donations as well. Again, maybe there's a referral program that you can develop within your firm. So say you sell a product or a service. If one of your customers refers a friend, maybe they get a free product or they get a discount or whatever that looks like. But I want to go back to the basics just for a moment, because I think it is truly, some people don't believe in this type of magic, but I do. If you, say you're a small-ish company, and you're on, you have a website, you're on Facebook, for instance, and Twitter and Instagram. If you can spend an hour per day cultivating your followers, so if somebody makes a positive comment, don't let that just sit there. Try and leverage that somehow. You don't want to come off as too salesy, but thank them. Maybe involve them in more of a conversation. So how was the product or service beneficial for you? Ask their advice. Are there any improvements for the product or service? So really engage them. And remember, as you engage them, everyone else is also watching that interaction. So again, with this type of approach, it's not a quick fix, right? You need to think about the long term. So it's cultivating those contacts and seeing, who potentially could become your brand ambassadors. And then when the timing is right, you may reach out to them and say, you know what, you're so fabulous. Would you mind posting X, Y, and Z with this hashtag, for instance? So again, there is a fine balance between trying to push your product or service on people, because people are pretty wary about that, and just showing your customers that you care about their feedback, and you care about their positive experience. Now, to flip that, you also care about the negative experiences too. So if you are on social media, for instance, well, you have to be on social media, depending on which platforms, when people post negative comments, jump on them. Say something. I'm going to give you an example. So for instance, I bought a pair of shoes online, and I read all the reviews and looked good. And I put in my information, put in my shoe size, etc. Got the shoes, and they felt one size smaller than they should have been, even though it did say it was the correct size. And I made a comment on the website, and I said, you know what? I love these shoes. They look great. Unfortunately, they don't actually fit my feet. So maybe there was some trouble with the labeling, or maybe, trouble at the stock outlet, whatever it is. But it's a shame. Now, if I'd really been on the ball as the business, they would have reached out to me and said, I'm really sorry about that. Can we find a good fit for you? See, that's smart business. And if they had done that, I would have become a loyal brand ambassador to them. I would have probably recommented, said, you know what? I was treated so well by their customer service team, and I would highly recommend dealing with them. It's just that little thing that can speak so highly. And again, apart from the person power, the fact that somebody needs to be scanning the social media, responding to feedback, sure, that is a form of money, that is monetary, it's human resources, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper than placing ads on television or print ads, right? So you know what? I babbled a lot, but I kind of feel a bit passionate about this one because I think it's great for medium-sized business owners to really take advantage of. But I want to hear what you think. You know what? Tell me about either what you think about, the idea of brand ambassadors, what your experiences have been with brands. Have you had a good experience, a bad experience? How has that changed your psychology towards that brand? And have you become loyal or will never deal with them again? If you'd like to see more videos like this, please do hit that subscribe button and please share so that others can enjoy my videos as well. If there's a marketing term you'd like me to cover, please mention it in the comments section below. You can also buy me a coffee for those long nights of researching and writing these episodes. You can catch me on Instagram and Facebook for extra content, never miss an episode, or do connect with me on LinkedIn. I will see you weekly with a new video, so please stay tuned, and together, let's solve it like a marketer.